committee of UNTH and a fellow of the West African Postgraduate College of Nurses and Midwives. I was also the former Enugu State Assistant Facilitator for mandatory program for all the nurses in UNTH, but it didn't just start, those titles didn't just happen. In my earlier days, I started with life was initially rosy. My father was working as a cashier at the Dendas on the Niger with white people until at some point some people laid false allegation against him that landed him in cell, even though he was later exonerated, but then the deed was done, but because it lasted for months. Then my mother was jumping from one town to the other in the southeastern region, buying items, coming to my town to sell. My brothers became bricklayers and masons at construction sites so that we could eat and go to school. And myself, I was living from one auntie's house to the other because my mother was trying to reduce further the number of mouths that we are feeding from the family because we are 7 of us, excluding my parents. Okay, so as God will have it, God helped us. We scaled through secondary school and I got admission into School of Nursing. My hopes became high because my dream was to work in World Health Organization, UNICEF, oil companies, and so on and so forth. But when I finished my School of Nursing, I couldn't get employment in any of those places. And so I settled for UNTH. I began to work in UNTH. And I started making small income, sending little money back home, taking care of myself. But 4 years down the line, something happened. I got married and I found out that I had increasing challenges. I began to have increasing challenges, so many dependents. I was coming out from a web of poverty into a cocoon of poverty. That made me to try my hands on various petty businesses, sold chin, soy milk, moi moi, and so on and so forth. And then you can look at this picture. If you can see this picture, you will know that you don't need to go and buy anatomy and physiology textbook because as you're looking at my neck, you'll be able to study the anatomy of the neck from there. All right. That was what poverty, hunger did to me. Someone that has a new baby, that's not in a baby, I should look robust. But that was how I was looking. So that was the situation. And then at that point, I started looking for a way of escape. I went and read BSc Health Education because I was looking at the same World Health Organization and oil company. And when I finished, I could not still get employment there. Then they told us to do BNSC before we could be promoted to the next level. And that I went. And after that, we were promoted to the next level. But then the income was still poor because we had so many dependents. We had up to 15 able-bodied men and women feeding from that same salary. And as at then, when I started, my salary was 345 naira. So people were feeding from this, and it became a problem. All right. So I decided to go and do another specialty course so that I could at least earn inducement allowance. And that was cardiothoracic and intensive care nursing. When I finished reading that, I came out, they stopped paying inducement allowance. And then the next thing was that the next shocker was that they said, if you must be promoted to the next higher level, you must have an MSc. I went again to start reading MSc. After my MSc, instead of promoting us, they just redesignated us, like change my name, don't give me any money attached to it. So they didn't add 1 naira to our income. They just redesignated us to the next rank. Okay. And then somebody told me, since you have been trying in nursing and they have been frustrating you, why not go and do professional diploma in education so that you can at least teach anywhere that is not just nursing system. So I decided to read PDE. After my PDE, I still didn't get work. And the whole thing was compiled because at that point I didn't have time as a state assistant facilitator, lead preceptor, and so many things. I didn't have time. And I was not always buoyant. I went into occasional loans with Credit Direct, continued to pay loans from month to month. And then the one that broke the camel's back was that I lost my favorite house help, who called me at the middle of 1 month like that and said, ma, please, if you have money, please send to me. Let me use and buy medication. I am dying. That was her exact one. But I could not send this girl 1 naira. I just told her to go and borrow from somewhere so that at the end of the month, I will pay her back. And what happened? Guess what? Before the end of the month, that girl died. So that one became a nail puncturing me from my side. I told myself, no, it is enough. This situation must change. Because as at that time, I was really struggling. I was behind on my bills. I was owing house rent. I knew that something needed to change. And I began to look for something that could be consistent so that at any point I needed money, I'll be able to have money, no matter how little. And that was the principle of leverage. And then this leverage, I discovered leverage, and I started praying. I said, God, if only you will connect me to a organization or something that will help me to build this leverage. It was at that point that one of my former HODs connected me to this organization. I went for a home launch and I signed into the business, and my mentorship started. But then it was full of challenges. The first challenge was I have upline discouragement. I was discouraged by my upline, who told me that contact list doesn't work. I should not bother about contact recommendation. It doesn't work. I should just try and see anyhow. You should kukuma do the business. That's what her exact words. I thought up and down. I said, what am I going to do now? Well, I started encouraging myself. I told myself that I must find a way around this. And another challenge was that I didn't have time. Because of all those things, I was still working, all those posts that I was holding, empty posts that I was holding. All right. So that became the issue. And then another one was rejection. I faced a lot of rejection from friends, from colleagues. They will see me coming this way and they will take the other way. All right. Even my teammates instigated other teammates against me. And a team I was building in Abuja that was about 9 people, all of them are treated, decided to quit the business. My spouse was another problem. My husband became a challenge to me. As at that time, even though he's a connector with 15 accounts, but he didn't really have strong belief in the business as at then. So he restricted me, said I should be going to bed by 10 p.m. I should not go outside Enugu. He threatened to seize my documents. He threatened to burn my documents rather, and he seized my register containing all my teammates and all their details. He seized it for months. I was just managing, but eventually, anyway, God came through for me. He released it. Now, the next thing that I suffered was attrition. About 40 people that I signed up in the space of 6 months, because I signed up a lot of people through home launch. About 40 people I signed up, they all are treated. All are treated. That was when I became sorrowful. I now sat down, begin to think what was the problem. I found out that one of the major problems was that I lacked the skill. I didn't have the skill because I wasn't actually building the business in terms. I didn't know anything in the business. And then I decided I was going to build this business again. I started recruiting again. On my recruiting again, I met with a management trap. I was trying to pull them this way, pull them that way, pull them the other way. But then I found out that God came through for me. I overcame all these challenges. God came through for me. I made a discovery. I told myself, Uju, you are your own rescue. Nobody is going to help you in this matter. You better find a way around it. So I started looking for a way. Now I was self-motivated, and that self-motivated led me to take a decision never to quit in this business, never to quit this business. And that was what I decided to do. I started looking for a way out. Then association was also what helped me. I began to associate with people that were in the business and people that knew the business, and I dissociated myself from all the other people that were making me not to be serious with my business. I dissociated from them. I found out that my major problem was the lack of skill, so I started personal development. As at then, I wasn't even doing personal development. So that was when I started personal development. I began to read books, and that began to change my mindset. That began to change a lot of things for me. I began to learn a lot of things that I didn't know. Another thing that was like blood flowing through my system was cell meeting. Cell meeting made it for me. When I began to read the books, I began to see why I should actually build leverage, why I should actually become a better version of myself, why I should actually run this business, why I should actually avoid and forget about the people that are rejecting all those people. I began to see why this business can give me generational income and all that. So cell meeting made it for me. And then the next big thing that happened to me was the retreat. I attended the first Abuja retreat. And there I learned that we are not normal. Hey, one young girl, I think Miss Confidence, was saying we are not normal. I was like, how else could we be if we are not normal? But before she finished, I understood why she said we were not normal. And I decided not to also be normal, to build this business in an abnormal way. And then another training was Ambassador Nefo's training, putting on your awesome glasses. I began to look from things from different perspectives, and that changed a whole lot in my relationship and my business. Okay. And then I paid a sacrifice. That's another thing that I did. I paid sacrifice. I love wrestling. I could sit before watching wrestling for 4 to 6 hours without moving. But when I decided to build this business, I paid a sacrifice. I sacrificed that watching wrestling and other things that were taking my time. And I told myself I will not have any dull moment. And that made me, even when I'm in the house and my husband is restricting me, I'll be going from the convenience room to another room, booking one call or the other. If he comes into this room, I'll go to the other one, and so on and so forth. That was how I began. And then I submitted fully to the mentorship. the mentorship of our leaders. I submitted fully to their mentorship. And with that, my business began to grow. So that my first income was 385,000 naira in the business. And I was like, wow, as a deputy director retired, my income was never up to 350,000 naira. But here, working just for how many months? I had started earning 385,000 naira. By my 17th month, I had already earned 3,450,000 naira. And before you know it, I began to have awards, awards of recognition and excellence. I became a Kingsman, Silver Executive Prime. I became a Zanzibar Trip Qualifier. All right, and I became a Star Connector multiple times, and a Millionaire Circle member, 7-figure earner, all right, and Amazon ambassador. And last Evolve 2.0, I became an upcoming phenomenal leader. I've also raised a lot of 6-figure earners, a lot of them, and then Star Connectors, Imagine Amazon ambassador, Silver Executive, Kingsman, and so on and so forth. And the one that is big for me is that today I have a mini scholarship scheme. What I couldn't do in my 34.5 years of working as a civil servant, in just 2 years plus, I was able to place children on scholarship list. So I have this mini scholarships list, and then as my income is increasing, I'll be increasing it. So that was what this organization has done for me, for saying yes to this organization. My appreciation goes to God Almighty, who saw me through, who encouraged me. My appreciation goes to Ambassador Dr. Michael Lokoli, the entrepreneur mentor, who said yes to this vision. What if he didn't do that? To Ambassador Dr. Victor Abasin, the same thing, who said yes to the vision, and from where this team came up. And then to the Odogwu of Star Nation, the phenom himself, Ambassador Dr. Elijah Jamba, thank you so much, sir, for saying yes to the vision and for your mentorship. To my boss, Ambassador Architect Moses Ono, the Eagle himself, thank you so much, sir. Your role in my life and in my business is so huge, so massive. And to my phenomenal leader, Mrs. Caroline Ono, ma, I love you so much. Thank you so much. You didn't calculate all my errors. You were just there for me. Each question I asked you answered, all right? And to my upline, even though he is no longer in the business, but he was the doorway through which God brought me to this business. I said I appreciate him also. Then to Barrister Ngozi Okorie, I specifically appreciate you because you are the instrument that God used to make me to stay in the business. When my upline had discouraged me and I said I was quitting, I said I was going to look at the other options. So, but you were the one that encouraged me and told me what to do. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. And to my unquenchable teammates, were it not for your effort, were it not for your for what you did, for your teamwork, I wouldn't have come this far. Thank you so much, my team. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Miss Sophie, once again. Thank you. Thank you, the Phenom, Ambassador Dr. Victor, Ambassador Dr. Elijah Mba. Thank you for giving me this platform to share my testimony this morning. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
All right, let's go over to the comment section and appreciate Nurse Uju. Let's go over to the comment section and celebrate her. Well done, ma. We celebrate you. We celebrate your resistance. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Well done. And we look forward to celebrating more of you because the top is actually where you belong. The top is where you belong. All right. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Yes, 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 yes. Well done, ma. All right. So right about now, we're going to be bringing on stage our trainer. We're going to be bringing on stage our trainer for today. So Star Nation, if you're ready, I want us to blast the comment section with your favorite emojis. If you're ready for the trainer this morning, I want us to blast the comment section with our favorite emojis as I bring her on stage. All right. So Star Nation, join me as I welcome on stage no other person than the she-eagle herself. All right. Amazon ambassador Onu Caroline. Please let's welcome her in the comment section. Good morning, ma. Good morning, ma. She is worth listening to. So make sure you pay attention. Do not get distracted. You're welcome, ma. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Sophie. Thank you. Good morning, Star Nation. I hope you can see and hear me. Please, if you can see my screen and you can hear me, go to the chat handle and type 1. I want to be sure I can be clearly heard. Okay, I want to be sure I can be clearly heard. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. All right, good morning, Star Nation. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's cell meeting. Welcome to today's cell meeting. If you know your teammates and not yet connected to today's training, please, you'll be doing them a very big favor by calling them, chatting them up, and ensuring that they all get connected. We are not up to our 1,000 mark, so go and notify your teammates and ensure that everyone gets connected. Okay, good morning once more again. I want to start by appreciating God Almighty for a beautiful day like this and a privilege to anchor today's training. I also want to thank our leader, the Ojogu of Star Nation, Ambassador Dr. Elijah Mba. Thank you, sir, for this opportunity. I don't take it for granted. I really appreciate all you do for us and also for believing in me. Okay, thank you, Star Nation. It's actually a privilege to be the one to take today's training. Okay, so by way of introduction, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Onu Caroline Ifeyunwa. I studied geology from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Happened to be the last child out of 8 children from a humble background. You know, I studied geology because I wanted to work in an oil company where I'll be earning money in millions. You know, but then after school, Nigeria economy happened to me. No oil company job, no millions. I had to resort to going to become a teacher. I became a teacher. I decided to get a certification in education, and my salary was just 20,000 naira. And I was back to square one, back to financial struggles and all that. It was at that point I came in contact with C21FG, and ever since then, my life has been transformed for better. And today, I'm an Amazon ambassador, a monthly millionaire earner in this business, a 2 Club member, a wife to a great man, and a mother to a great champ. You know, all these things became a reality because I said yes to C21FG, to this opportunity, the Diamond Project. Okay, so let's go into what we'll have for today. Our topic today is leadership pain, the classroom for growth. Leadership pain, the classroom for growth. You know, sometimes when it comes to leadership, oftentimes we attribute leadership to success, you know, vision, strength, and all that, but never with pain. But the truth of the matter is, there can never be leadership without pain, you know, because leadership requires sacrifice, and sacrifice is a painful thing to do. Sacrifice is a painful thing. So when you want to become, or if you want to become a good leader, you want to be experiencing some level of what? Pain of discipline, pain of consistency, pain of focus, and all that. So leadership pain is something that everyone must experience, even in this business. And then this training is not targeted to only leaders. No, this training is targeted to everyone in this business. Whether you got started yesterday or you've been in the business for some couple of years, this training is for you. Because like I always say, for you to become a leader of people, you must first do what? Lead yourself. You must first lead yourself before you can what? Lead others. So that's why this training has come for us to what? Learn. All right, so let's hear some facts about pain. What is pain? You know, pain is an unpleasant feeling of discomfort, of distress, of anguish, you know, of suffering, of sadness, and all what, okay? That's what pain is all about. Nobody wants to feel pain. But the truth of the matter is, well, there cannot be life without pain. Pain is part of life. Even a baby that was born yesterday will still feel pain. An old person will still feel pain. So pain is part of life. Pain can be felt both physically, emotionally, and otherwise. All right, so these are some of the facts about pain. Now, let's go to our slide. Pain is a part of progress. If you avoid pain, you avoid growth. If you want to progress in any aspect of life, you must definitely experience pain. If you want to become a renowned writer, you want to become somebody who is a great medical doctor, or in any field of study, any field of life you want to make a name for yourself, you must experience some measure of pain. So pain is a part of progress. If you are avoiding pain, you means what? You're not ready to grow. But if you're ready to grow, you must what? Experience what? Pain. For a medical doctor who goes to school, he or she is ready to experience 7 or 6 years of pain, of sacrifice, of discipline, of consistency to be able to what? Become a certified medical doctor. So that's what pain is all about. Now, the experience of pain is the path to becoming truly real about our vulnerability and frailty. The truth of the matter is, human beings, we are frail, we are vulnerable. So what pain comes to do is to remind us that no matter what, we are still what? Humans. So you cannot avoid pain as a human, no matter how strong you are, no matter how accomplished you are. You cannot say, I have all the strength to deny myself pain. It's not possible. Okay, so pain helps us to understand that finally, last, now human being will be and the rest of them. So pain is unavoidable for anyone in leadership. Yes, it's unavoidable. No matter who you're leading, no matter your sphere of influence, you understand, you must experience pain. Even if you're a father, you have your family to lead. There's also what some level of pain you're bound to experience as a father in the home. Okay, now every leadership journey is filled with ups and downs, both triumphs and what? Pain. There is no perfect system, there is no perfect leadership. Any great leader you know today, they had their ups and downs. You understand? So that is part of that. Then often the difference between where you are and where you're supposed to be is the pain you're unwilling to what? Endure. Yes, where you are currently in this business and where you hope to be in this business is just a difference of the pain you're what? You're not willing to endure. So if you must get to where you want to be tomorrow, you must be ready to what? Go through the necessary pain to be able to achieve your desire. Now, if you choose the pain of growth today, you avoid the pain of regret tomorrow. So what is it going to be for you? Are you ready to endure the pain? Pay the price today so that tomorrow you will play and enjoy and not what? Pay the price of what? Regret. Regret is very painful. So you rather what? Endure the pain of growth today so that tomorrow you will not what? Regret. So let's talk about pain and growth. Now, pain is what? Sorry, growth is pain. You cannot experience growth without what? Pain. A good example, I have a diagram here on my screen. You can see the life cycle of a butterfly. Now, when a butterfly, before you get your beautiful butterfly that you see and you admire flying in the air, first of all, it started as an egg. It started as an egg. So, but for these eggs, for the eggs to mature and grow into a butterfly, it has to undergo some metamorphosis, some level of change that can transform it. And that level of change will change its form, will change its shape, and what? Transform it to a caterpillar. From the caterpillar, you have the chrysalis, and then you have your what? Your adult butterfly. But this whole process requires what? Change and what? Loss. Another example is an eagle. For an eagle to experience change, an eagle undergoes a process we call molting, a molting process. So oftentimes it begins to shed its beaks and its body to what? Have what? New form. And that process of molting is a painful process. It has to change the form. A lot has to change about it. You understand? So that's the path towards growth. The path to growth is a painful one. Now, the slogan of Diamond Project is becoming a better version of yourself. For you to become a better version of yourself, a lot of things has to change about you. I'm here to announce to you that the business you started, for those of you that are new in this business, the business you started will change you. Yes, this business will change you. Why? Because the process of becoming a better version of yourself is a painful process. Most times when we join the opportunity, we all want to begin to have the financial freedom we all saw from the start. Without what? Realizing that for you to have, you must first of all become. And for you to become, you have to do. Okay? So most times we want to have without becoming. So, but then if you must become a financial success in this business, you must become a better version of yourself. And the process of becoming, we have to what? Change a lot of things about you. A good example of this is myself. Before I joined the business, I used to love watching movies. And I love reading good Christian novels. Oh, if you want to do me good, just give me a good Christian novels, and you've done the best you can for me. I loved reading novels, all that. But then when I joined City One FG, I realized that for me to go far in this business, I have to grow. I have to grow. And then that growth means that a lot of things has to change about me. My mindset, my priorities, and everything had to change. And I submitted to mentorship, and things began to change in me. My priorities began to change. I had to, cut down and gradually reduce watching of movies and reading of novels, and then change and refocus my attention to better things that will help me become a success. And the truth of the matter is, the changing process that will happen in you it's painful. You're gonna be losing a lot of things. You're gonna be losing a lot of things, and that is equal to what? Pain. So growth is pain. Now, if you want to go find this business, you have to be ready to what? Change a lot of things about you. The first thing that you need to change is what? Come out of your comfort zone. Yes, nobody has ever created financial success in the comfort zone. If you must grow in this business you started, first of all, you need to come out of your comfort zone and then ask yourself, what are the things that I'm doing that will not help me grow in this business? Let go of them. They might be painful, yes, but it's better you pay the price now so that tomorrow you enjoy. So come out of your comfort zone and then on your path to growth. Now, there's a business fact I had. They said when leaders try to move individuals and organization from one stage to another, from stagnation to momentum, they inevitably encounter confusion, passivity, and outright resistance from those they are trying to lead. Okay, it's a normal fact. It's a normal business fact. When you're trying to help people become financially free, they will resist you with all your kindness and sacrifice. They will speak bad about you. They will resist you. Sometimes you'll be confused. You don't even know what human beings want. You're trying to, you're wanting success for somebody, and the person is behaving as if he does not like success. But the truth of the matter is, you cannot want success for somebody more than the way he or she wants it. So the best you can do is try as much as possible to help people become, and as many that are ready to become, their lives will be changed. Now, I'm going to be talking about different kinds of pain in this business. Now, before I show you the kinds of pain, I want to start by announcing to you that these kinds of pain that I'm going to be showing you is not just peculiar to the Diamond Project. These kinds of pain, whether you are in the business world, whether you're an entrepreneur, you have your traditional business on, or what, you are bound to experience this pain. It's part of life. Okay, so you experiencing this pain I'm going to be showing here now, it's not because it is peculiar to the Diamond Project. No, you're going to be experiencing it anywhere. So, but then let's channel it towards the experiences we have in this business. What are the different kinds of pain that we all experience? The first one I'm going to be sharing is the pain of rejection. You see this pain? This pain has kicked so many persons out of this business. Nobody wants to be rejected. Nobody wants to be talked down on, and the rest of them. This happens when, after you've seen this opportunity, you're so happy and excited, and then you go out and, you write down the names of people you want, your friends, your families, that you want them to see this opportunity that you've seen that can help people come out of poverty and become financially free. Yes, people will reject you. Some of you, you're currently experiencing this pain now. Some of you, you've conquered this pain. So, but those of you that are currently experiencing this pain, I'm here to tell you that I understand how you feel. This pain is very, very painful. Okay? Rejection was very, very painful. But then, I'm here to tell you that despite the fact that you experience this pain, do not allow this pain to swallow you. See, do you know that even if you were to, let's say for instance, tomorrow you want to go into a line of business, maybe you decide to start selling hair, and you have your family members and friends that have already been supporting your endeavors and all that. I want to tell you, do you know that if you start selling hairs tomorrow, all those your family members and your friends whom you think would start, they will support your business, I want to tell you that a good number of them will not support you. Yes. In fact, some of them will try to talk you out of that your business. They will tell you of what businesses to do, why hair. Some of them will tell you, in fact, some of them will prefer to patronize other people and not you. Do you understand? So this is part of life. Whether you're an entrepreneur in a traditional business or you're in Diamond Project, this is part of life. So when you're experiencing this pain, don't take it out on people. No. Don't start feeling that, no, they don't love me and the rest of them. No, it's part of life. And when you have the mindset that this is part of life, you will receive this pain calmly. Okay. Now, the next pain is pain of loss of self-esteem. This one is very painful. Yes, this is a situation where most persons, they will sign up and they will submit their contact list, and they will tell you, please, is there any way that you can call my contact, and don't tell them that I'm the one that recommended them. Why? Because they don't want to be attributed to bring to business. Do you understand what I mean, right? Yes, most persons want to enjoy the financial success in the in network marketing, but they don't want to be associated with, the wrong mindset that people have about network marketing. But see, just like Eric Warren will say, this is temporary what? Loss of self-esteem. It's not permanent. It's just for a while. So people who speak bad about you, they will say, with all your intent, I thought you're a very smart person. You mean with all your smartness, your intelligence and everything, you did not see any other business to join. It's now the bring two business. I don't understand. Some persons, because of what people will say, they will give up a beautiful business that can help them create financial freedom for themselves. So this pain is real. And if you're currently experiencing this pain, see, what I will tell you is, whether you are here or you are out there, people will definitely say, whether you are doing well or not, people will always talk. Anything you do in this life, people will always talk. So do not live your life based on what people will say. Rather ask yourself, what do I want? Okay? One of our leaders, my mentor, After Moses, shared some of the experiences he had at the beginning time when he joined the business. He was a leader in our school fellowship then. He was one of those senior friends that we should look up to and the rest of him. So after he finished school, he saw this opportunity. He tried to show it to some of our fellow, fellowship members and the rest of them. Most of them that used to see him high like this, that used to respect him, started looking down on him, more like, this brother is now backsliding, with all the things we used to think about you, is now bring to. So it was temporal. He swallowed the shame. He built. He committed to discipline and consistency. And today, when he stands, they don't get mouth to talk. Do you understand? So forget what people will say. Forget the things they are saying about you when you're connected. Just make sure you build and shut them up. The best way to shut up your naysayers and people that say no wrong about it is to create success. Your success will do what? Shut them up and make them follow their words. Now the next pain is pain of no shows. This is where you confirm, probably you confirm 50 persons, you confirm 100 persons, and they tell you they are coming. They will tell you, I'm already on my way. I am coming. Imagine at the office, and you've confessed so much of it. You spent money, your time, your emotions, and everything, and they keep telling you that they are coming. In fact, some of them will tell you, it's not that your office, that one in Isen Plaza, that one in Elin Plaza, or in Good. I know that office. I'm coming. Is it not the one on the second? I am coming. Some people tell you that I'm standing at the gate, I'm wearing a blue shirt, and coincidentally, you might look at the gate and see somebody wearing a blue shirt. They are still coming. Your meeting time will come and pass. They are still coming. In fact, as I'm still talking to you, they are still coming. They've not come. No shows. No shows can be devastating. I know that pain. That pain cuts so deep. I understand. Then we have the pain of attrition. People join your business, they don't show. People join your business, but they don't stay. Now, but you need to understand that it's not everybody, first of all, that will do this business. Yeah, this business is not for everybody. Now, not also everybody that joined the business will build the business. I'm showing you all these things so that you prepare your mind. Some of you might not have started experiencing this, so that when you start experiencing it, you would what? Be well prepared to face it courageously. So this is also another pain. Maybe you've been celebrated as a Project X achiever and the rest. So many persons have joined your business, but you're not seeing people to work with. This is what? A pain. I understand. Then the next pain is the pain of making friends. I hope you can still hear me. The pain of what? Making friends. You see this pain? Extroverts will not understand this pain. If you are an introvert like me, you understand that this pain is very painful. Making friends, asking me to make new friends is like you asking for a part of my body. Like, this is one of the biggest challenge I had when I joined the C2MD. I'm a very shy person. I don't like talking to people. I love my peace. Everybody be on your own. Let me be on my own. So, when I saw the opportunity, I had relocated from where I was to another state. So I was in a new state. I didn't know anybody there except my family member who I was living with. So life was tough. I didn't have one market to work with, the contacts of people I know. I was in a new state with not knowing anybody there. So I was introduced to a system on how to prospect cold markets. Cold markets are the people you don't know. Okay? And the beautiful thing is that the people you don't know are more than the people you know. So if you're here, you've exhausted your warm market, all the people you know, your friends and family members, you've exhausted them, and you're asking yourself, what next? There's a bigger what next. That is what? your cold market, and we have systems on how to prospect your cold market. So I was introduced to sharing of questionnaire. Oh my goodness, it was difficult for me. How do I walk up to somebody and give the person questionnaire? You know, I must have rehearsed in my mind what to say and how to say. And then when I now stand in front of the person, I will forget what I want to say. You just be saying OP at some point. You get? So I understand this pain, and that was one of the reasons why I struggled so much at the beginning of my business. I struggled because I didn't know how to make friends. I didn't have the skill on how to make friends. So if you are here and you don't know how to make friends, I understand your pain. I'm going to be showing you what I learned that has helped me. Today, I can talk to anybody. I can talk to an extent I don't want to talk to. I can talk to anybody. I've learned. I've become better. Okay? So I'm going to be showing you how you can conquer all this pain. The next pain is pain of growth. If you must grow from one level to the other, you must experience what? Pain. The last is the pain of building people. The truth of the matter is, it's easier rather to work with inanimate things like facts and figures. Yes, it's easier. But you see, human beings, working with human beings is very, very difficult. If you don't understand human beings, you always have problem with them. You know? So, but you need to go through the pain. You need to understand human beings, human behaviors, why people act the way they do. People are, all this will help you overcome this pain. So this pain, I understand, because the people you're trying to help, they will criticize you. They will say a lot of things. They will not be appreciative and all that. So these are pain. Okay, so the next part I'm going to be talking about are the stages of growth and pain. Now, for everyone that joined this business, you'll be experiencing 4 stages. From one stage to the other is a stage of growth. From the day you started to where you are and the top leaders, there is what? Different levels of pain. So I'm going to be explaining 4 stages of growth and the pain associated with each of these growth, and then I'll be telling you and showing you how to overcome all this pain. Now, the first stage of growth is what I call the entrepreneurial stage. This is your entry stage. At this stage, you have taken the bold step towards become an entrepreneur and earn leverage income. Probably you're coming from the corporate world, you're coming from the life of an employee, and you've seen an opportunity that can help you earn leverage income. And you decided to come on board. Yes, congratulations. I will start by telling you congratulations. Why? Because it's not easy. It's not everybody that saw this opportunity the day you did that took the bold step. But you took the bold step to become an entrepreneur. So this is a level of what? Growth. But if you're currently at this stage, there is a what? A level of pain you will undergo at this stage. It is the pain of rejection, the loss of self-esteem, and the pain of no-shows. Yes, you are bound to experience this pain at this stage. Why is it so? You're going to be experiencing this pain because you are just at the first entry level. You just started. You are a newbie in the business. Yes. So, and then the reason why you're expressing this pain, number one, is because you're new to the business. You are new, and you realize you agree with me that most times new things come with pain. Yes, this statement is deep. New things come with pain. A good example is, sometimes when you buy a new shoe, you would feel some level of pain. When you start wearing the shoe, you feel some level of pain, but after a while, your leg gets adjusted to the shoe, gets used to it, and then you no longer feel the pain. So you're experiencing this pain because number one, you are new. And people do not adapt easily to change. So you're trying to get people to see an opportunity that is different from what they know. You're trying to help them move from where they are to another higher level. Definitely they will reject that. Definitely they will speak about that. Definitely they will deceive you and the rest of them. So it's normal for you to feel this pain. Even if you decide to open your business in the traditional business, you will experience all this pain because it comes with the newness of the business. So you're new in this business, you're bound to experience this pain. So but whenever you're at any stage of any of this stage of growth, you need to ask the right questions. Ask yourself, why am I experiencing this pain? When you're able to define why you're experiencing this pain, it will help you know how to come out of it. So when you're at this stage, you're experiencing it because you are new, number one. Then number two, you don't have the right skills yet. You don't have the right skill yet to overcome this pain. I'm going to be talking about the right skills you need to be able to overcome this pain at this level. Let's go to the next stage. The next stage of growth and pain is the emerging stage. I hope you can still hear me. Use the emerging stage, all right? I hope you're getting value. I hope we're all getting value from today's training. I hope we're still getting value from the old training. Okay, all right. So the next stage is the emerging stage. Now, at this stage, you now have downlines and your team is growing. You're not just a newbie, you started having downlines. At this stage, probably you've been celebrated as an activator, as an as a Project X activator. Maybe you connected your 2, your 4, your 8. So you started having 1 or 2 persons join your business. You started earning small connector, direct connector bonus and matching bonus. So you're seeing something, and you're getting it's building your belief in the business. Okay, it's working. At least I've encashed 100 and something thousand naira. I've encashed 200 and something thousand and all that. Yes, the business is growing, is emerging. But at this stage, there's a pain that you will experience, and it is the pain of attrition. I'm showing you all these things for all this stage and the pain you're bound to experience, so that when you get to that stage, for those of you who have not gotten to that stage, when you get to that stage, you'll be well prepared. You will not, your pain will not overwhelm you. You will not be taken unaware. So at this stage, you experience what we call attrition. What do I mean by attrition? Some persons will sign up into your business and quit. Yes, some persons will join and quit. Maybe last 2 months you connected 4 persons. Last month you connected 4 persons, and this month is only 2 persons you're seeing active in your team. Yes, I understand that pain, and it's bound to happen. Yes, it's bound to happen, because you need to also realize that it's not everybody that join your business that will build this business. So you need to have that mindset and ask yourself, what am I not doing? Why am I experiencing this pain? You're experiencing this pain because probably, number one, maybe you are not working with the right numbers. This is not the stage where you just submit 50, 100 contacts and you say, okay, that is it. No, this is not the stage where you just do 1 or 2 home runs and you fold your arms. No, this is the stage where you have to employ massive action. You 10x your rule. Do the double principle. For every 1 person that quit, you make sure you recruit 2. For every 2 persons that quit, you make sure you recruit 4. For every 6 persons that quit, double it. Recruit the double of how many that quit. So this is a period where you need to double your action, 10x your actions. Okay, this is the period where you need to do back-to-back home launches. You need to do back-to-back so many contacts. Okay, so this is the period where you need to put in more effort, because when you recruit more persons, you will curb this pain of attrition. So this is that level where you need to put in all the action. So if you're currently experiencing attrition in your team, I'm telling you now to go massively. 10x your actions. In fact, meet your upline, meet your leader, let them plan. People should plan your home launch challenge. Do a home launch challenge. And good thing, we have a current running challenge, 90 days challenge. So you can plug into this challenge and make sure you 10x your actions to be able to curb this pain of attrition. The next stage of growth is what we call the erosion stage. You see this stage, like the word goes, erosion. A lot of things are happening at this stage. But then the growth level at this stage is you have a large team and you started earning from the business. Now you're no longer talking about 2 or 3 downlines. No. Some of your downlines have gotten their own downlines. Some have gotten their own downlines. So your business, is growing. You've gotten to the stage where your income is consistent. Maybe you're a consistent 6-figure earner. Maybe your income has been raising from 200,000 to 800,000, or maybe from 1 million to 3 million. So your income is stable, for every month. But now there is a level of pain that comes at this stage. What is that pain? The pain of income stagnation. Yes. At this stage, you can be experiencing the pain of income stagnation. Maybe for the past 2 years, your income has been between 200,000 to 900,000. For every time you try to cross and enter into the realm of millions, you just see yourself going downward. So this is a stage where you're struggling. Your income was stagnated, or maybe your income has been ranging between 1 million to 3 million. You've not even reached 5 million, let alone crossing above 5 million. It's a stage. Okay. And then you can also be experiencing low momentum in your team. Every time you try to motivate your team, today you motivate them, tomorrow they are cold. You motivate them again, the next time they are cold. And then your business is stuck. You know, you're trying to do everything possible to move your team forward, but your business is stuck. For the past 1, 2, 3 years, your business has been at a particular level. You know, you've been trying everything possible to move your business to the next level, but you so many problems amongst your teammates. Every day you're solving problems. Either they tell you one day, or one where maybe one of your teammates called police for his upline, or maybe they tell you this person has refused to encode my downline for the past 1 year, or they'll tell you this one or do that. Problem upon problem upon problem. Your business is experiencing a lot of emotion. A lot of things are happening in your business and you're confused. Yes, this is painful. In fact, at this stage, sometimes some of the leaders whom you've invested in will just wake up one day and give up on the business. It's so painful for you to lose strong leaders in this business. It's so painful. And do you know that there are some persons at this stage that quits the business? You know, you'll be wondering, why would you quit a business that you've grown to the point where your income is consistent? You know, why would you quit? Yes, it depends on how painful and how, you know, the pain at this stage can overwhelm some persons that they'll just, you know, they'll just say it's not worth the fight. They'll just give up. So I understand this pain. But one way you need to come out of this pain is begin to ask the right questions. Why am I experiencing this pain? Why am I having income stagnation? What am I not doing? Do you have the right skills that have gotten you from the first stage entrepreneur? Maybe you've been using the wrong skill. Maybe you've been using the wrong key to unlock higher realms. You need to get to find out the right key to unlock what? Higher realms. This is a time forward. Deeper soul said, I want to share a story that our leader, Temozi, shared with us. He said there was a time in his business where his income was between, I think, 1 million to 3 million, if I'm not mistaken. You know, he will try everything possible to, you know, break out from that realm of 3 million, you know, to enter the realm of 5 million and above. But he kept struggling. He would do everything possible, but he realized that no matter what he does, his income will never pass 3 million. That was the period he started asking the right questions. You know, he went into a deep study. He started searching, he started reading books. He read so many books at that period, and he got what, in fact, he got his eureka moments from personal development. It was from the personal development books he read that gave him the right key to unlocking higher realms. And after that, boom, his business got to the realm where he's earning 5 million, 10 million, and above. You understand? So you never can tell where you can get your eureka moment. That's why personal development in this business can never be overemphasized. You know, personal development is one of the keys that can help you. Okay, some of you, if you're at this stage, ask the right question. Do what is necessary. You might get your eureka moment from personal development. You might get your eureka moment from attending events. Yes, attending events. Some of you might be listening to trainings from your leaders and from the leaders in this business. That's why you cannot afford to miss trainings. You see millionaire school trainings, you see cell meeting trainings, you cannot afford to miss them. This is not the one you're saying, I don't have data. See, you might not have data to do WhatsApp and chat with your friends, but when it comes to training in this business, if it means to go and borrow from MTN, borrow. God will provide money for you to settle it. Borrow. If you want to go far in the business, do not miss trainings, because you never can tell where you get your eureka moment. It might be somebody that will share her story that can what help you get the key. Say, yes, this is what I've been looking for. Do you understand? So if you're at this stage, go into what? Personal development. Ask the right questions. Read books, watch audios. You know, probably you've been, you know, trying to build the momentum in your team, but you're not building it right. Listen to people who have been in this stage and who have what building right, and you get the right things. Then read books on problem solving. Problem solving is a skill. Problem solving is not just speaking English. If you don't have the right skill, you will not solve problems right. Sometimes you'll be trying to solve problems, you're creating more problems from the problems you're trying to solve. Okay, so this is a stage and all that. Then the last stage I'm going to be talking about, I'm trying to rush up now, is the enterprising stage. The enterprising stage, and the growth at this level is what? You've raised other strong leaders, you've duplicated yourself among your teammates. So at this stage, You've raised people who can do what you can do. You have good presenters. You have people, even if you're not around, you have teammates that can do virtually what you can do. So you've delegated yourself. But now you might be saying at this stage, now I am made. I am a leader of leaders, not just a leader of followers. Okay. But then there's a pain you're bound to face at this stage. That is the pain to let them fly. The pain of letting go. You'll be wondering, is this a pain? Auntie, brother, is a pain. It's not easy to what? Let them go. See, ask a woman, ask a mother the pain of letting go, and she will explain to you how painful that pain is. I can remember when I gave birth to my son, that my precious boy. The first day he started school, although I got a level of freedom, mothers now, when our children go to school, those few hours that they are in school is like freedom for us. But the first day he started school, it was as if a part of me was missing. It was not easy to let go. So letting go is very painful. One of the best things you be doing for your business is to let your leaders fly. Now, when in your team, there are some persons that are natural high flyers. There are some persons, imagine the likes of Dr. Moses Onu, the likes of Dr. Elijah Mband, the likes of Dr. Tony Akabuno. These are naturally made leaders. So there are some of you have some people like that in your team. And the biggest mistake you can make with leaders like that who are fully ready to run with this business on their own is holding them back. That's the biggest mistake you make, holding them back. If you are here, you have people who can do what you want to do. You still want to control them. And you want to be the star man, star woman in your team. You're not doing your business any good. No, you have to let them fly. So if you have people who are ready to run the business and they have the skill, they are ready to fly. All you need to do is give them the right knowledge, put them in the right direction, and let them fly. Because when you let them fly, your business is growing. Do not cage your people. Do not tie them down. Do not control them. You have to develop the courage to let them fly. And that is one thing that our leader, Ambassador Dr. Elijah Mband, has taught us. I really learned a lot from him. The way he has modeled this to us is how we need to model it to our teammates. Some of you here, you have people, maybe probably as an upline, your downline is making more money than you, and you're jealous. I don't understand. Your downline is making more money than you. Your downline is flying. Your downline can do more. They can do presentation more than you. Your downline can do certain things more than you. And you are jealous. You're fighting them. Like how? I don't understand. Especially when that your downline is a power leg. How? Now who get power leg? Now they match. Oh, you get the point. So you need to let them fly. It takes courage. Build that courage to let people fly. So don't cage your teammates. Don't keep them. Get out of the way and let them go. Okay? So how do you overcome all this pain? How do you overcome all this pain? For you to overcome this pain, the first thing you need to do is what? See pain as your greatest teacher. See pain as what? Your greatest teacher. For every pain you go through, there is a reason. Pain does not come to destroy you. Pain comes to make you stronger. You realize that for you as a human being, listening to the sound of my voice, you must have experienced pain in one area of the area of your life or the other. But then you are also agree with me that for every pain you experienced and you came out victorious, you have become stronger. Maybe for instance, you went through the pain of heartbreak. Maybe you went into a relationship and you experienced your first heartbreak. You will come out stronger after you heal. When next another person wants to come to break the heart, you become wiser and stronger. So pain comes to make us stronger. So see pain as what? Your greatest teacher. Don't avoid or minimize pain. Face your pain courageously. Yes, face your pain courageously. If you keep running away from your pain, you will never grow. A child will not say, because I don't want to experience the pain of growing teeth, the pain of crawling, or the pain of walking, so therefore I don't want to grow. No. If you want to grow in this business, face your pain courageously. Face your pain what? Courageously. When pain is unresolved, it sinks into our minds and creates anxiety and discouragement. People are rejecting you. Face your pain. Accept it. People are speaking bad about this business. Accept it. Because when people are rejecting you and you're just, sweeping it under the carpet, it will get to the point where you will become so overwhelmed and you quit. Yes, you quit the business. So see pain as what? Your greatest teacher. Ask the right questions. Why am I feeling this pain? And then what? Do the right thing you need to do to overcome the pain. The second way you can overcome pain is what? Let your vision or your why drive you. Let your vision or your why drive you. Why did you join the business? Why did you join the business? Why are you in this business? Some of you, the reason why you joined the business was because you wanted to become financially free. For me, I started this business. I wanted the money. You know where I was coming from? My salary was 20,000 naira. So when I came and I was, told that you can become financially free, I wanted the money for myself. That's why I wrote my why. My why is my family, because I'm coming from a poor background. I know where I'm coming from. My dad died when I was still a girl, a small child. My mom had 8 children to take care of. She could not take care of all her 8 children. Some of my siblings had to go and become, some had to do boy, some had to go and do become housemaid, and the rest of them. That was the kind of family I was coming from. Sometimes my mom would call because somebody should send me 5K, 10K to become a prayer point. 5K, 10K. I know where I was coming from. So that was my why. So what is your why? Why did you join the business? It might be because you want to give your mother who has suffered for you a better life. It might be your children. You don't want your children to experience what you experienced while growing up. So you want to create financial success for them. Some of you, it might be that you want to fly a aeroplane for the very first time in your life. Yes, you're tired of boss. Yes, you're tired of boss. You want to get to the point where anytime you want to travel, you can just hop on the plane and go wherever you want to go. Some of you, your why might be you want to get to the point where you can begin to buy boutique clothes and no longer a cracker. It might be your why. So what is your why? Focus on the big picture. Focus on why. That's why whenever people join the business, we tell them, write your why down. Put it in a place where you always see it every day. Put your why in perspective, because it is your why that will keep you. So when next you are experiencing any of this pain, you look at your why. When next people reject you, when next people join your business and they quit, when you're having problems in your team and it looks as if your income is stagnated, look at your why. Ask yourself, have I achieved any of this my why? If your answer is no, you go again. You do what? You go again. So focus on the big picture. Don't allow the temporary restrictions to stop you from your future tomorrow. And then let your anticipated legacy give you the courage you need to face each pain. What legacy do you want to leave? Do you want to be that father that your children will always remember that you always quit your business? Do you want to leave the legacy of a quitter in your family? What legacy? Remember the legacy you want to give to your family and go again. Okay? Go again. So let your why keep it, because when your why is always in perspective, it will continually renew your hope. It will restore your courage and it will refresh your perspective. There will be times when you feel tired. Yes. There will be times when you feel as quitting. Yes. There will be time when you don't even know what you're doing. Like, you will feel as, as if this business actually might not be for me after all, But then your why will keep you. So if you've not written down your why, write it down, put it in a place where you always see it. And for every time you want to quit, go to your why and ask yourself, have I achieved any of this my why? If it is no, then tell yourself you're not permitted to quit. These are one of the ways you can overcome your pain. The next way you can overcome your pain is have a rigorous growth plan. Have a rigorous growth plan. I didn't just say have a growth plan. Have what? A rigorous growth plan. What do I mean by this? Build your knowledge about the business. Build your knowledge. How much of this business do you know? How much of the business, do you even know the difference between empowered consumerism and citoyenneté? How much of this business you started? That's why when people get started, we help them to understand the business they get started. When you get started, ensure you attend your quick starter guide, your first mentorship session, and I encourage you to attend at least 2 times. Attend your quick starter guide. Then there are trainings for new connectors. Ensure you attend your new connectors academy. Go through these necessary trainings. It will help you understand the business. How much of T1 Energy do you know? How much of the system, of the structure, and everything about the business do you know? You know, some persons will join the business and tomorrow they'll tell you it's not working. It's not working. And when you ask them about the business they started, all they know is it is a bring to business. That's all. You don't know about the business you started. See, when you don't have the right knowledge about the business, your belief in the business will be very low. Yes, it will be very, very low. So build your knowledge about the business and your belief system will build. You can probably tell people about the products. You know, some of you here, some of you here, because of your lack of knowledge in this business, you still don't believe in the power of Ultra H2 and the power of our products. Sometimes you need, some of you, you get your product and you can pack it in your house. In fact, if you go and check the expiry date, they've all expired. Why? You don't believe in the products. You don't believe in the business. Because you don't know the part of the business you started. If only you know the part of this business. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You will regret the whole world. That's a part of the business you start. So build your knowledge about the business. If you want to build your belief about the business, build your knowledge. How do you build your knowledge? Ask questions. Attend your trainings. There are trainings, online trainings. There are audios and books. That's what every new connector must watch and read. Now, when you join the business, there are 5 basic books everybody must read. 5 basic books. I'm not saying that when you join your first 1 week, you should ensure you read all the books. No, you can take them one after the other. The first you're supposed to read is the first book called The First Year in Network Marketing. That's like the Bible of this book. Your first year in network marketing. If you've not read that book, go back and read that book now. That book will give you the knowledge about the network marketing business you started in. The next is GoPro by Eric Warren. GoPro will tell you about the right skills you need in this business. I'm going to be talking about the skills. The next is compound effects. The next is prospecting rules. And then the last is business of the 21st century. I want to add a 6th one. Yes, I hope you got the books right. Your first year in network marketing, compound effect, GoPro, business of the 21st century, and prospecting rules. You might not read them all at once, but start one after the other. Go to the bookstore now. Get the hard copy. If you don't want hard copy, get the soft copy. But make sure you read this book. They will give you a better understanding about the business you started. Recommended to us by our leader, and that book was one of the books that changed my mindset. See, for you to teach, and that is what Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. That book is a very powerful book. If you've not read that book, go and read that book. Some of you want to make millions, but your mind, your financial blueprint is still in thousands and hundreds. If you want to become a millionaire, read that book. It will build your financial blueprint. It will help you have the right knowledge. Okay, I hope you all got the book. If you did not get it because of time, you can meet any of your leaders. They would guide you on that. Now, build your skill sets. Build your skill set. See, for you to create success in network marketing, you need network marketing skills. It is only in this business that people will join this business and they want to make money without having the right skills. Have you seen an architect who goes into an operating room and says, I want to use my architectural skill to operate a patient? It's not possible. If you want to be a doctor, you must develop and build medical skills. If you want to be an architect, you build architectural skills. So for every profession, you need the right skill. In network marketing, you need network marketing skills. And these skills are not optional, it's mandatory. If you want to go far in this business, it's mandatory. You're not too young to learn these skills. You're not too old to learn these skills. These are basic skills. If you read the book GoPro, you understand these skills. So I want you to go to the chat handle and list the skills for me. Go to the chat handle and list the skills for me. What are the 7 skills in network marketing? What are the 7 skills in network marketing? The first one is prospecting. Because of time, please list it. Somebody should go to the chat handle and list it so that those who don't know the skills will know about it. All right? List the skill. The first one is prospecting. This is the first skill in network marketing. What do I mean by prospecting? Getting contacts. Get people's contacts. That's why when you come, you write the names and phone numbers of people you know, isn't it? It is this contact, which is your social capital, that will be transformed, converted towards financial capital. So if you don't have what to convert, there won't be money, isn't it? Most person, if I don't bring contact, if people do not sign into my team, will I make money? I said there's nothing to convert. Yes, there's nothing to convert. So build the skill of what prospecting. There's a book, Prospecting Rules. They go online. Some of our leaders have done trainings on how to prospect like a rock star. How to prospect, how to collect contacts. A time will come when you exhaust all the contacts of your warm market, people you know. But your business does not stop when you what exhausted your warm market. Switch over to cold contacts. You can warm your cold contacts and what prospect them. You understand? So there are skills on how to what learn. Sorry, how to prospect people and get contacts. Maybe you're in a new city, you don't know people like I was then when I started. Yes, you can learn the skill on prospecting. Go and read the book, Prospecting Rules. Watch trainings. They will tell you on what, how to learn to what, prospect. The next skill is what, inviting. How do you invite people? When you've written the names of the people now, how do you now invite them to your offices or events to see this opportunity? That's what we call booking calls. Yes, if you are in this business, you need to learn how to do booking calls. Do you know why you need to learn it? Because if your business must grow fast and grow far, you need to what? Do division of labor. Yes. Imagine that you submitted 100 contacts and your upline booked your 100 contacts and then 10 persons signed up. And each of these 10 persons decide to give their own 100 contacts. Would you allow your upline to call 100 contacts times 10 all alone? How long will it take him to be able to call all those contacts? And your business would definitely be slow. So, but what you need to do is what? When you join the business and your upline calls your contacts and your contacts start giving their downline, what you need to do is what? Come on board, learn how to do these booking calls, pick the contact of your downline and join your upline. It will help your business to move faster. Yes, it will help your business move faster. And the beautiful thing is that learning how to do booking calls is not difficult. We are not asking you to be creative. We are not asking you to come up with something new. No, we have scripts. We have scripts where the what you're supposed to say is what? Typed. See, this business is a copy and paste business. All you need to do is carry your phone, collect the script, dial a number. Hello, good morning, please. Just be reading what you can see on the script. Although there are skills and there is psychology to booking calls and the rest of them, which you will be taught. You understand? But anybody can what do booking calls. You're not too young to do booking calls. You're not too old to do booking calls. You can what do booking calls. Okay, so that's that aspect. And then the next one is presentation. Some of you here, you have learned the skill of prospecting. You have learned the skill of booking calls. But for presentation, you say, no, it is for those people that can speak good English. It's not for me. You know, my English is cut and join. Who told you that you cannot do presentation in Hausa, in Igbo, in Yoruba, in Efik, in Pidgin English? Have you not seen Pidgin English? Oh my goodness. I even Pidgin on the sweet. You get the point. So anybody can do presentation. Yes. And do you know one thing? Presentation gives you an edge. It gives you an edge. Imagine that probably, let's for instance, you attended a conference where you have so many prospects, ripe prospects. Would you wait until you collect their numbers, go and give your upline? Your upline will call them before they will not attend office. That's a long process.
All right, let's hold on a bit. Ambassador Caroline will be back shortly. Amazon Ambassador Caroline will be back shortly. So let's hold on a bit. How many of us are enjoying this training? How many of us are learning a lot? How many of us are learning a lot from this training? If you're learning a lot, go to the comment section and post value on the comment section. You're getting value from this training. Post value on the comment section. Post value on the comment section. Amazing, amazing training, amazing training. But remember, we're not done. We're not done until we are done. We're not done until we are done. Okay. All right. So let's hold on shortly for Ambassador to join back. Let's hold on for her to join back. Let's hold on for her to join back. All right. Yes, yes, I can see a lot of us typing. I'm getting value from this training. Yes, so I am getting so much value from this training. All right. I'm getting value from this training. Okay. All right. So let's hold on a bit. Now, what are the kinds of pain in our business? I'm sure she mentioned that. What are the kind of pains in our business? Let's type it on the comment section. Let's type it on the comment section. What are the kind of pains in our business? What are the kind of pains in our business? Let's type it quickly on the comment section. Let's type it on the comment section while we wait for our trainer to join back. While we wait for our trainer to join back, what are the type of training? What are the type kinds of pain in our business? What are the kind of pain in our business? Yes, yes, yes. I want to see a response to the comment section. No, I want to see a response to the comment section. Yes, I can see attrition. Yes, pain of no show. Pain of rejection. All right, pain of loss of self-esteem. Okay, okay. Pain of making new friends. All right, that's for the introverts. Okay, so pain of growth, pain of building people. How many of us are aware that even our mastermind is an introvert? Even our president is an introvert, all right? But yet they have built a large nation, they have built a large organization, all right? So, guys, let's go ahead to post the pain. Let's go ahead to post the kind of pain in our business. Let's post it quickly. Let's post it quickly. All right, network has nothing on us this morning. No, network has nothing on us this morning because to some extent I was like, this one that she's rushing, please, she should take her time because I'm actually enjoying the training. How many of us were enjoying the training? If you're enjoying the training, post your favorite emojis on the comment section. You were just enjoying the training. You don't want that to stop. All right, and then the flow, all right, the flow was amazing. All right, the way she switched from pitch over, I was enjoying the training and I was learning as well. Okay, so if you're enjoying the training, just post your favorite emojis on the comment section. Post your favorite emojis on the comment section. Beautiful, 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 Star Nation. So while we're waiting for Amazon Ambassador Caroline to join back, I'll just quickly take some few announcements. Okay, I'll just quickly take some few announcements. Okay, she's not back yet. All right, so I'll just quickly take some few announcements. Okay, so what is happening right now in Star Nation? What is happening right now in Star Nation? What is happening right now in Star Nation? Let's post on the comment section. What is happening right now in Star Nation? What is happening right All right, 90 days challenge. It's a 90 days challenge. We're actually in the pre-launch season. All right. 90 days challenge, 90 days challenge. That's what we're sleeping. That's what we're eating right now. That's what we're breathing right now. It is the 90 days challenge, the Star Nation 90 days challenge. All right. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we're actually in the pre-launch season. We're in the pre-launch season, and the 90 days challenge officially kickstarts on the 1st of December. How many of us are excited? I think this is actually the first time that we're having 90 days challenge in December. All right, this period. So let's post our favorite emojis on the comment section. Let's post excited on the comment section because this particular one, all right, God loves us, all right. And I'll always say it every single time, every single opportunity I am giving. I'll always say that we're in the best organization in the world because we're actually in the best business in the world. We're in the best organization in the world, all right. Everything moves in alignment. Everything moves in alignment, all right. I'm super excited about this particular one, all right, because God have a reason for everything, and God has actually given our mastermind, our mentor, Ambassador Dr. Elijah Mba, the wisdom, the guidance to actually help us succeed in our business. All right. So are we not in the best business in the world? Don't we have the best leaders in the world? Guys, don't we have the best leaders? Don't we have the best leaders? We sure do have the best leaders. We sure do have the best leaders. All right. So I'm going to continue the announcement. I just noticed Amazon Ambassador Caroline is back. So we're going to be giving her the stage to proceed with the training. Mama, this your training is so sweet. All right, we don't even want it to finish. Okay, Ma, the stage is yours. I've actually unmuted you for mine. Just proceed. We'll make you co-host. So you can proceed, Ma.
Okay, sorry for sorry for the break. The network has got nothing on us. Okay, so I don't know if you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. Okay, so kindly make my device co-host so I can share my screen. Okay, so where I was still talking about the close down skill. You know, this is a skill that we need to learn. The skill of collecting the money. You can do a very good presentation, but if you don't have this skill, you will not be able to collect the money. So this is a skill you must learn. Please make my other device co-host so that I can share my screen. So close down skill is a must. You need to learn it. There are books on close down. There are trainings online you can watch to help you build your skill. Then the next skill is follow up. Yes, follow up skill. This is the skill where you follow up the people that have joined your business. You know, most times we make the mistake of giving up on people who attended our business opportunity meeting but they did not sign up. Mm. You know, can you see my screen? I hope you can all see my screen. So you also agree with me that most of you listening to the sound of my voice did not sign up the first day you saw the opportunity. For me, the first day I saw the opportunity was not the day I signed up. So imagine that everyone who saw the opportunity the first time in your team, just because they did not sign up, you now say they are not serious and you give up on them. No, the fortune is in the follow-up. Yes. The fortune is what? In the follow-up. So what you're going to do for me, go back to the names of people that did what? Your BOM. People that attended BOM, people that attended BOM and people that attended your home launch. Do a follow-up on them. It's a skill you need to build. There are trainings online for this. Build your follow-up skill. Build your follow-up skill. And by the time you follow people up, you realize that when you begin to get what? Sign up. Most of your sign up will not come from the first instance they saw the opportunity. But with proper follow-up, they will end up joining your business. Then another skill is get your new distributor started. It's a skill that most persons lack. This is a situation where some persons will join the business. In fact, some persons build with a hunter's mindset. But no, the right way to build in this business is a builder, a farmer's mindset. When people join your team, after collecting the direct connector bonus and matching bonus, don't leave them. Help them get started. It's a skill you need to build. Plug them into the right trainings, into the right mentorship training. Give them the right tools, give them the right things they need to know to grow in the business. So if you're here and what you do is just to chop correct direct connector bonus and matching bonus and you leave them and go to the next meet skill, you are building wrongly. Your business will not go far. So if you want your business to go far, you need to have these skills. The last one is promoting events. Promote events and promote events accurately. You know, they say amateurs announce, but professionals do what? Promote what? Everything you've got in you. So these are the basic skills in network marketing that everybody must have. As you're listening to my voice, begin to make a list of these 7 skills. Ask yourself, which of them am I good at? Which of them am I not good at? Check out the areas where you need to work on and then go straight to working on them. But I'm telling you that this is a must for everyone if you want to go far, except you want to be at the realm where you're just making small money. But if you want to become financially free, you must learn what? These skills. The next type of skill we need to learn is leadership skills. This is the 8 skills. This is the 8th skill in network marketing. You see leadership skill. Without this skill, you can destroy your team. It might be that you have these 7 skills and you have a thriving team, But if you don't have a good leadership skill, you can destroy your team. And that's one of the major problems some people have in this business. They lack leadership skill. What kind of a leader are you? Are you a leader that leads with empathy? Are you a leader that lords it over people? I am the Lord. I am the, the master. It's only what I say that goes. I don't listen to people. Are you Minister Onyagwa and the rest of them? What kind of leadership skill do you have? In this business, we lead with empathy. We lead with love. We are servant leaders. We lead by example. We show. We tell people, we encourage them and help them to do. That is kind of the leaders we are in this business. So you have to need what? You have to have the right leadership skills. It's not easy to be a leader. It's not easy rather. But there are books. We've read so many books in this business, and there are books. Is it John Maxwell? He has a lot of beautiful leadership books you can go and read. Read books on leadership. It will build you into what? A strong leader. Now, you have to also develop the skill of retention. For those of you that are undergoing the pain of attrition, what you lack is what? The ability to keep them. What is it that is making people to join my team and go? Some of you are the one causing your people to go. Yes, you're pushing them with your bad mouth. You're pushing them with your bad character. Truth be told, some of the reason why your people don't stay is not that you lack the skill of retention. You lack good character. You use your bad character to pursue your people. So go back and ask yourself, how am I leading my people? What am I doing right or doing wrong? You need to learn how to speak to people. Some persons don't know how to talk. You have elderly people in your team. The way you talk to them, you strip them of everything elderly in them. Some of you are elderly, you have young ones in your team, but the way you treat them like children, you need to learn how to talk to people, talk with respect. One thing I love about this business and our leaders are humble. Our leaders talk with respect. Have you seen Ambassador Mike talk? Have you seen Dr. Elijah Mba talk and the Hall of Famers? You be asking yourself, they are making millions like this and they are not working with their head. Some of you, just 1 million that you've made like this, you are not the Odogu Parara of your team. Nobody can talk to you. Just because you're making money in millions, everybody should be carrying you on their head. No. Our leaders have lead for us. They lead with humility. They lead with respect. For the fact that you join your team does not mean you should self-respect. No, we respect our elders. We know who senior us. Even when they make money past them, we know how to respect them in the right way. Do you understand? So another skill you need to build is duplication. Learn to teach people what you can do so that they can learn how to do what you can do. If you are the only one that knows how to do a majority of things in your team, it will get to the point that you'll be tired. What about days when you're not? What about days when you're sick? Will your business be stagnant? So you learn to teach people. So when people start joining your team, when you start getting signed up, start by teaching them prospecting, how to prospect. You increase it by teaching them how to invite. Then get them to learn how to present this opportunity to others. Get them to learn this. So duplicate yourself. It's called division of labor. Our Lord Jesus Christ understands this. That's why when he came on earth, he spent 3.5 years on earth. But those 3.5 years, he would pour out himself into his disciples. And today, we don't need Jesus to be on earth physically for the propagation of the gospel to go on. So that's what you need to do as a leader. Learn to pour yourself into your people. Then another skill you need to learn is human management skill. Learn how to manage human beings. And one way you can learn how to manage human beings is read books. Read books on human management. Read book, and that book, the principles in that book has taught me a lot of things. How to win friends and influence people. If you put that book, you will not be having issues with people. You will not have problems with people. When you read that book, it will help you. So how to manage friends and win. Is it how to win friends and influence people? Yes, I think that's a book. So read books on human management. Read books on people's temperament. There's a book, Why You Act the Way You Do by what's the name of this author? Why You Act the Way You Do. That book will teach you about temperament of people. If you want to understand human beings, you need to understand their temperaments. You need to understand the cholerics, the sanguines, the phlegmatic, and the melancholies. When you understand people's temperament, you will know how to follow them.
You keep pushing a phlegmatic and you're saying this person, you're still laid back. Is that who the person is? But there's a way you can push the person. There's another method you can employ, and the person will begin to do what you want him to do. So human management skills is a must. It's difficult to work with human beings, but you need to understand human beings. Read books on how to manage human beings. Then event promotion skills. Like I said, amateurs announce, but what professionals promote. So you need to learn to promote your business. Okay, so that's that about building skills. I'm not seeing the screen. So the next point, I think my screen is hanging, but let me just move on because of time. The next way under this point of having the rigorous growth plan is build an entrepreneurial mindset. Build an entrepreneurial mindset. Is my screen moving? I don't know. It's not. Okay, build what? An entrepreneurial mindset. Build an entrepreneur. Most of us came into this business with an employee mindset, including me. I also came into the business with an employee mindset. An employee mindset is one who wants to make money without doing the work. You want to make money, but you're not ready to do the work. That's an employee mindset. So, but if you want to have a rigorous growth plan, you need to build with an entrepreneurial mindset. Okay, then the last point on how to overcome your pain is become a tenacious leader. Become a tenacious leader. Become a dogged person. Be dogged. Be determined. And then the traits of a tenacious leader is they have control of their lives. A dogged leader has control of his life. You're not living your life based on what people will say. You're not living your life based on what people will say. Because the people people will always say something. People will always talk. See, in this life, people will always talk. So don't live your life based on what people will say. What would they say? Would they say this? Would they say that? People will always talk. So live your life the way you know what you want to live your life, and not based on what people will say. Now, the next point is the next skill that a tenacious leader will have is they allow their pain to spur growth instead of collapsing in self-pity. Yes, allow your pain to spur growth. You don't collapse in self-pity. That your family members do not join you in your business, don't stay there and be wallowing in self-pity. That your friends refuse to join you, that they are speaking bad about you. No. Spur yourself towards growth. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this pain? What can I do? I've given you points on how you can overcome this pain. Go into growth, go into study, build your go into personal development, and the rest of attend trainings, attend events, and you become a tenacious leader. Then they insist on changing what they can and not worry about the rest. Insist on changing what you can. That is one of the pillars in the Diamond Project. Stoicism. Focus your mind on only the things you can change. But the ones you cannot change, you leave it for God. You cannot change people's reaction towards you. You cannot force anybody to be in this business, but what you can change is your reaction. You can change how to build a better business here. You can change your income, and then forget about the rest. And the last point, they promote business events tenaciously. Yes, tenacious leaders promote business events tenaciously. Whenever we are promoting events, some of you that are new here will be wondering, are we not doing this thing too much? No, because see, we have experienced it. We have experienced the power of a business event, and we are telling you from experience. I'm going to be sharing my first experience in this business. When we are telling you to attend events, for those of you that have never attended a business event, I promise you, after attending a business event, the one of next year, you will never regret you did. For some of you that are here saying I've attended 2 to 3 times, what's the different thing? Yeah, there's a different thing you will learn. You will learn a lot. Yes, what you heard last year, even if you hear it again this year, it will be different. Let me share my experience. My first retreat, the first retreat I attended was when C2 Energy had her third year anniversary. Yes, in 2019, her third year anniversary. That was the first time. Before the business, I came into the business with the wrong mindset. I had this mindset that my leader will help me do my business. Then I had this employee mindset of, okay, say it's some contact. Oh yeah, now let me go and look for the contact and let her making the money. But when the money was not coming, I realized that there was something I was not doing right. That was what I was not reading the right books. I was not doing personal development, reading quite all right, but I was not zero experience with personal development. I don't used to attend cell meetings, so I don't understand. I was hindering myself. But then when I attended my first retreat in Abuja, oh my God, that retreat changed my mindset. That's when I realized I have been playing small. I have been living a mediocre kind of life. I have been playing small all my life. I was earning a salary of 20,000 and managing my life. Whereas my mates are making money in millions and impacting lives. Ask myself, what have I been doing all this while? You know, I was really challenged. And then the beautiful thing is, all the speakers are going to be inviting, you will relate with at least one of them. Yes, you will relate at least with one of them. For me, the speaker that spoke that day that challenged me was about Ronke Kosomani. There were so many persons that spoke, but I can't remember what they said. But you see, I can never forget the things that Ronke shared that day. First of all, she challenged me as a young lady. You know, she was a beautiful young lady then doing the business, and as at that time, she hadn't gotten married. And then I was still single. I told myself, if a beautiful young lady like her can build a business and earn money in millions, then I can. So she challenged me out of my mediocrity and told me that it is possible. And I believed it was possible. She shared on how to prospect people and win friends. You know, that was the biggest challenge I had as a then, making friends. I had that challenge. But some of the secrets she shared helped me. And one of the secrets I'm going to share with you is what? Learn to compliment people. You see, compliment is very powerful. If you want to win friends and collect their contact, learn to compliment people. In fact, from today, you can start implementing that. Maybe when next you enter a keke, look at the person that is sitting beside you, look at that person and look for something sincere to compliment. Don't lie, please. If there's nothing you can compliment about the person, just say, the fresh air we are breathing is nice, you know? Today is a beautiful day, but look for something to compliment about the person. When you compliment the person will feel, you know, the person will warm up to you and the rest of them. So these are some of the ways you can overcome what? Pain. We've come to the end of today's training. I hope you've gotten value. If you've got value, please go to the chat handle and type value. Type value. Now, the best thing you can do for me is not just to listen to today's training. The best thing you can do for me is to go and implement. Go and do everything you've heard today. Go into what? Rigorous growth. Develop a rigorous growth plan. Build your personal growth. Okay, read the right books, watch the right videos, attend trainings, build your knowledge about the business, and with God on our side, we are resolutely unstoppable. Thank you, Star Nation, for listening to me. I want to thank Ambassador Dr. Elijah Amba for this rare opportunity, sir. I say God bless you. Thank you. I'm so grateful, super grateful to you. I also want to thank my upline, Ambassador Moses Onu, for always pushing me. Yeah, sometimes I don't like coming out to the limelight. Remember, I'm a shy person, right? But I have a very good upline who understands my personality and pushes me to become the better version of myself. Thank you, sir, for always believing in me. Thank you, Star Nation. Thank you for all my team members, my teammates. You're the best. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. I'm grateful. Thank you.
All right, let's celebrate Amazon Ambassador Caroline on the comment section. Star Nation, let's celebrate her. Let's celebrate her. If you got massive value from that training, let's celebrate her. If you got massive value from the training this morning, let's celebrate her. Let's celebrate her. Let's celebrate her. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much, Ma. To some extent, we didn't actually want you to stop. We're just enjoying the training. Thank you so much. God bless you. Even with the network issue, you were still able to deliver. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much for the awesome training. Star Nation, let's celebrate her. Let's celebrate her. Let's celebrate her. All right. So let's remember that the 90 days challenge is still on. Yeah, the pre-launch is on, and on the 1st of December, officially the 90 days will kickstart. Okay, and you know our Project X is still on. It's an advantage for us this period. Our Project X is still on, so let's make sure that we're taking massive advantage of this particular challenge. All right, let's make sure we're taking we're taking advantage of the 90 days challenge and also the session 1 hour with the Phenom tomorrow Tuesday by 8 p.m. So let's make sure we're connected on time. Let's make sure we are connected on time. And also, it is retreat. Let's post retreats on the comment section. Let's post retreats on the comment section. Let's post retreat on the comment section. Let's post retreats on the comment section. We're going to be having a Star Nation regional retreat next year, all right, in February, and it's going to be an amazing period. It's going to be an amazing moment. All right, so let's make sure we started securing our tickets. All right, other information on the retreat will be posted on our various platforms. So let's make sure we look out for it. Okay, let's make sure we look out for it. And we know every Saturday is our Millionaire School Saturdays by 10 a.m. You do not want to miss out, and you do not even want your teammate to miss out at all. So make sure that you are connected. We've been having an amazing episode with our mastermind, Dr. Elijah Mba. All right, and it is knowing your DTC. How many of us have been having an amazing time in Millionaire School? How many of us have been having a swell time in Millionaire School? All right, I mean, we've been learning more about our DTC. We've been knowing more about our DTC. So make sure that you are connected. All right, you're connected this weekend. All right, because this particular one is going to be on health. Yes, it's going to be on health, and I'm sure we all want to know more about our product. So make sure you're connected on time and you're also connected with your teammates. Any other information will be given to us by our mastermind, or it will be sent to us on our platform. Okay, God bless you all. So right about now, we're going to be bringing on stage our mentor. All right, so as I bring before I bring him on stage, please let's celebrate him. Let's welcome him on the comment section. Let's welcome our leader on the comment section, the leaders of leaders. All right, the leader of leaders. Let's welcome him with your favorite emojis as we bring up our mentor, our mastermind, our father. No other person than Ambassador Dr. Elijah Mba. You're welcome, sir. Good morning, sir. We're super excited to have you this morning. The stage is yours, sir. You're welcome. So let's keep welcoming our mentor. Let's keep welcoming our mentor till we hear his voice. Let's keep welcoming our leader till we hear his voice. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. We are ready to hear from you this morning.
Good morning.
Ready to hear from you.
Good morning. Thank you, Sophie. Oh, wow. Okay, that's an amazing session by the Figo. Amazing. You know, they said when those people encountered being harassed by the Pharisee, and they spoke in a certain way, and the Pharisees said, but these people are not, they didn't go to school. How come they could speak like this? And they said that they've been with him, the master. When you heard Karen spoke, you know that she has actually been with the ego. Congratulations on this improvement, and that was an amazing training. Little training that is on Zoom. Everybody should get across to go through it again. The pain of building and the pain of leadership. Wow, that was very detailed. So let's not go through it again. Took time, but was worth every minute on the Star Nation stage, and she delivered. Can we just celebrate her in the chat room? Can we celebrate her in the chat room? Can we celebrate her in the chat room? Celebrate her very quickly. Okay, good. So, of course, we are still in our 90 days challenge. We are in the pre-launch of our 90 days challenge. So we try to do the pre-launch. And tomorrow we're going to talk about something also about the pre-launch, then organize this week to properly prepare for the 90 days challenge proper, so we can start fully on the Monday. Monday is 1st, December 1st. Monday next week is December 1st. So we can start fully the 90 days challenge. But guess what? We are still in the pre-launch phase. somebody has already connected 20 persons. 20. As in, pre-launch has not finished. And that is how pre-launch is done. So tomorrow, most likely, I'm going to talk about pre-launch, okay, and the concept of pre-launch. The aim of pre-launch is that before the 90 days challenge will get started, you are starting the 90 days challenge with your 20. That's the concept. That's the whisper campaign. Hey, we are doing something next week, Monday. I decided to let you know about it first. Hey, we are doing something next week, Monday. I decided to let you know about it first. That is the whole concept of the pre-launch. And being in that platform where people are already crushing the challenge before the 90 days challenge starts, puts you in a place where you are challenged to give it your best. So if you're not on that platform yet, you are doing yourself great disservice. And if you don't take part in this 90 days challenge, that would have been the worst mistake you'd have made this year. I'm telling you the truth. That would be the worst mistake you'd have made this year. There are a lot of things that are going to happen in December in our company. And those of us that are active in the 90 days challenge, we benefit the most because we would have already started putting together, building momentum towards that phase. Next year is C2FG 10th anniversary, last week of March. We are still yet to conclude on the venue. We are between Lagos and Abuja. The first Lagos venue we looked at did not pull out. So we're looking at probably Abuja. And but before this week is over, we should have concluded on that. So once that is concluded, it will now help us decide how the Star Nation Regional Retreat is going to hold based on the structure of the anniversary. So by end of this, we'll now decide, okay, I'm going to conclude on the regional retreat by end of this week. Okay, by end of this week, yeah, we will know based on the structure of the anniversary whether we should just collapse everything or do it this way. So by end of this week, we'll have the details. Meanwhile, keep securing your ticket. So by end of this week, I'll give you all that detail, whichever one we agree to. If we decide to focus on the anniversary based on the location, we'll just sweep everything. Just switch all ticket purchase to anniversary. But if we decide based on discussions with the president and the gate leaders, once we conclude, once that date becomes constant, we are going to decide how we flow. Okay? Are going to decide how we flow. For the anniversary, we don't have a ticket price yet because we've not concluded on the venue yet. We want to conclude on the venue because we need a place that can seat at least 8 to 10,000 people. And the only place that we have seen so far that has the coverage, okay, that's not an open space, fully open space, is the Velodrome in Abuja. I'll have to secure it first. Because a lot of events are happening in town. Once we secure it, that will help us know how much the ticket should be and all those things. So start preparing for it, plan for it. And next year is also AIM Global 20th anniversary. Our parent company, next year is their 20th anniversary. And that is amazing. Next year will make it 20 years of changing lives. So next year is an amazing year. So the best way to enter into next year is to take this 90 days challenge very, very seriously. Use it to build momentum and enter into next year. Okay, use it to build momentum and enter into next year. Okay, use it to build momentum and enter into next year. So Lagos is a very good place. I hear you. Look for a space that can take 10,000, that is an indoor hall in Lagos, and send it to me within 48 hours, and we use Lagos. If we cannot find that, it's going to be Abuja. Okay, it's not just about being a good place, about the hall that can take us. Okay, so that's your challenge, ma. Look for a place that can take 8 to 10,000. There's an indoor hall in Lagos. and send to me between now and Wednesday, and we use Lagos. If we cannot find that, the best option we have now is the Velodrome in Abuja. So Lagos is still up for. We are still looking at Lagos. If I wanted to reuse Lagos, but we've not seen a hall that can take that number. That's an indoor hall. Okay, so that's the main challenge. So please, let's reach out. If we have any of these halls, if you know any of these halls, please get across to me this week. Okay, make sure you've confirmed, not that they said they can take this one. So get some persons, go there, count the chairs, count it, multiply it, and be sure they can take that before getting such information across to me. Okay, our Evolve Project X is still on. The smart people are carrying it along, are still doing it, even though as they are doing the 90 days game plan, the smart people are not only doing the 90 days game plan, they are getting their teammates into the 90 days game plan. And I believe we are all smart here, so we all get our teammates into the 90 days game plan. And this weekend, we are doing product training at the 381 stage by Dr. Arita. Then the weekend after, that's Saturday, next week Saturday, we are doing practical product training, the practical aspect by Ambassador Juliet Okonkwo. Then on the 13th of December, we'll be doing our 381 recognition rally for the month of September, October, November, the Millionaire Rally. Make sure you do not attend that meeting, and you are not. Make sure you do not attend that meeting and without being celebrated as a millionaire. We still have 1 week to go. Today is 24th. We have 7 days. A lot of people make that 1 million naira every day. If you really want to do it, you can crush it. Okay? You can crush it. If you really want to do it, you can crush it. If you really want to do it, you can crush it. So give it your best. Okay? Give it your best. And let's make it work. So it's going to be an amazing celebration. I want us to celebrate a total of over 100 millionaire at that event to bring this year to a close. And you deserve to be recognized on that stage. Okay, tomorrow we'll be having an auditorium. Then we'll have all the details of how our online Zoom BOM and IPOs we hold starting from next week to give everybody a boost, to give us a boost to complete the 90 days challenge in a grand style. Okay, guys, that'll be all for today. And then thank you very much, Mrs. Ujungu Isebuchem. Amazing testimony, amazing delivery, amazing lessons. And then that was very, very inspiring. And thank you very much, Mrs. Carolina. God bless you guys. As you put in the effort this week, as you challenge yourself this week, may God bless you. May God bless your efforts with success. Amen. May God bless your efforts with success. Amen. God bless you guys and have an amazing morning. Bye. Okay, and if you have a contact, a very good contact for the National Art Theatre, for the National Theatre in Lagos, reach out to me too. Let's see if we can count how many chairs are there and see how many you can take, if we can manage the place too. God bless you guys. Have a blessed week. So please, you can bring the meeting to a close.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Let's go to the comment section and celebrate our mentor. Let's all go to the comment section and appreciate our leader. If your hands are not too busy, let's celebrate our mentor. Let's celebrate him. Well done, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for everything that you do for us. God bless you. God bless you. We do not take your leadership for granted. God bless you, sir. All right, so Star Nation, we're going to be taking our affirmation as we bring the meeting to a close. All right, so wherever you are, please recite with me. I am patient, I am kind, I do not envy, I do not boast, I am not proud, I do not dishonor other people, I am not selfish, I am not easily angered, I do not keep record of wrong done to me, I do not delight in evil, I rejoice with the truth, I protect the vision and my team, I always hope for the best, I persevere through all circumstances, I can never fail, I'm a warrior leader, and with God on my side, I am unstoppable. So as we exit the room, let's type I am unstoppable. As we exit the room, let's type I'm unstoppable. All right. So let's go out there and reach out to as many as possible. Let's show them this business. Let's make sure that we're telling them about the 90 days challenge, how they can benefit, how it can actually change their life. Okay. And God will see us through. All right. So God bless us and have an amazing, amazing, fruitful week. Bye, everyone.